Okay, so let's take a look at your homework. I'm going to do the back side, I think. Um, I also, let me just give you some quick kind of helpful hints. Sometimes you see decimals in here. Don't freak out. I would use these two coordinates just to help you out. And why don't we do this one together? This one's going to be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and do the first thing is we're going to attack this part here. We're going to figure out the slope. Okay, so we're going to go -2, 1, and then 0, 0. And 0, 0 is so nice to have as a coordinate. And you'll see, obviously, as we keep going through this, that this is proportional. It goes through the origin. One of the points is in the origin, or going through the origin. So let's go ahead and find the difference of y over the difference of x, which if you look at it this way, obviously, anything subtracted from 0 just goes away, and we just have 1 over -2, which we know is going to become -1/2. Okay, so your slope is -1/2, or negative 0.5 is completely acceptable. Okay, now let's go ahead and put a coordinate in. Well, 0, 0 is a coordinate. Let's go ahead and use, anytime you have a 0 as a coordinate, let's go ahead and use that. So if I said y equals -0.5x, or 1/2 x, I plug in 0 here, 0 here. Does 0 equal -0.5 times 0? Oh, that checks out. So my y-intercept is 0, and my full equation is going to be y equals -0.5x, and that's it. You could put +0. That's not incorrect. It just doesn't look as pretty or as perfect as it could be. All right, let's go to the back side. As I go to the back side, I go ahead and I'm going to look at number 4. Let's go ahead and tackle number 4. So I'm going to do the first 2 points. I'm going to find the slope, 1, 5 and 2, 10. All right, xy, xy. If I go ahead and go 5 minus 10, 1 minus 2, I get -5 over -1, which I know reduces down to +5. So my slope is +5. If I wanted to write out my equation, I know that I at least am this far away. This far. I'm pretty close to getting my answer. Now I'm going to put down this here, and now I'm going to go ahead and take my whatever point you want. You want to take 1, 5. We can go ahead and take 1, 5. The x is going to go here. The y is going to go there. What is 5 times 1? 5. Does it equal 5? Does it check out? So do we have to add anything? Nope. So your y-intercept is 0. Once again, it's 0. All right, I'm going to go down. You're going to do 5 on your own. 6, let's look at 6 real quick. If I do 6 here, I'm going to give you another kind of quick trick here. Actually, with 5, I'm going to give you a quick trick. Don't mess with the negatives as much if you don't want to. You can choose any 2 points. So choose 2 that are not negative. That'll help you. And you can always use your calculators. Don't freak out on that. Now, if I'm using number 6, okay, setting it up again, I'm going to go 3, 2, 6, 7, xy, xy, 2 minus 7, 3 minus 6. Oh, this is going to be a good one. So make sure I did that properly. Yep, we're good here. So we're going to have -5, okay, over -3 is the math that I get. And then from there, my slope should be 5 over 3, okay? Now, let's go ahead and write this out as the slope as well. And let's go ahead and tackle this. When we look at this one, we notice it's a fraction. Don't freak out, and I should have put x there too. And let's just go down here and talk about what we are doing here. And if we're plugging in the coordinate, let's go 9, 12. Or actually, we can make it easy. Let's go ahead and do 3, 2. Okay, we're going to plug in 3. So 3 is going to go right above the x, because that's my x value. The 2 is going to go where the y is. And then now let's go ahead and tackle this problem. When we go after this problem, isn't this a simple fraction multiplication? So 5 over 3 times 3 over 1. Just write it out that way. Makes it easier to look at. If you do it this way, multiply straight across. Multiplying fractions are the easiest. 15 over 3, which ends up reducing to 5 over 1, or just 5. Okay? So when you did all this math, you got what? You got 5. Okay? What are we supposed to have? We're supposed to have 2. So if I wrote this down, does 2 equal 5? Of course not. But what can we do to this side of the problem to make this be 2 equals 2? To make the sentence true, we can go ahead and subtract 3. And if we subtract 3, we get our sentence be true. So -3 is my y-intercept, also goes as part of my equation, and you're good to go. All right, you guys try number 7 with the calculator. Do the best you can. We'll come back and we'll do this one probably for a warm-up to see how you did. If you want to make it a little easier on yourself with your calculator too, why don't you choose the non-negative ones, okay? But either way, you guys can handle this. I want you to do it on your own.